Good morning, class of 2023. This is Mr. Legg, your counselor for 11th and 12th grade. And I said that last week, and I said that knowing something that you may not know, and that is that Miss Wickers, our other school counselor for high school that you may have been familiar with last year, is going to be departing. She is going to another DPS school, and she has been here for 6 years, and she has been committed and worked very hard for all of our students. So if you have worked with her, and even if you haven't, please take the time to thank her and say goodbye to Miss Wickers, as this Friday is her last day. And again, she has been a wonderful counselor, a wonderful co-worker and friend of mine. So please say thank you and goodbye to her. Want to real quick go over again how you can get in touch with me. So our office is in room 118, so we're now downstairs. And the best way for you to make a direct appointment with me is through my bit.ly, bit.ly/DMLK Mr. Legg. So primary thing you need to remember is DMLK Mr. Legg. And you can meet with me Monday, Wednesday, or Friday when you go to this bit.ly. You can set a phone, a Google Meet, or in person. You can meet with me however works for you during that time. Obviously, if we're doing phone or Google Meet, it'll have to be outside of our school hours, and I have meetings up until 4, and may actually change that to include up until 5 if I find students need it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, what our office will be closed, and what we're doing is we're contacting students who have signed in our books, or those who are not advocating for themselves. And what I mean by that is we have students who maybe are struggling personally, maybe are struggling academically. So maybe they're having troubles at home, maybe they're having troubles with attendance, maybe they're having troubles with their grades, whatever the case may be. Those things often come together. If you're having trouble at home, often that affects your ability to perform here. We understand that. And so we want to make sure we give time to be able to reach those students who aren't signing in our books, who aren't making those appointments, to reach out to them. So just know that we are always available to you, but very specifically, if you use this bit.ly, I'm going to meet with you Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. If you sign in our book, I'm most likely going to meet with you Tuesday or Thursday, or possibly outside of my appointments or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But also know that my goal is to reach those who aren't reaching out, because we want to serve you too. So go to my bit.ly. So why am I here? And this is a question that I'm presenting to myself and answering to you. I came here to serve our students. I absolutely love our students. I grew up near here, and I've always approached it as if the people of this community are my people. This is why I often gets lost in the craziness of our school year, but it is why I return every day, every week, every month, and every school year. Now, in our everyday craziness, in walking in the halls, I may not see this why. I may not be representing this why every minute of every day. I try to, but sometimes I fail. So if you see me in the hall and you need to talk with me, or you see me in the hall and I am so focused on something else that I am not seeing you, that happens. I do not see our students as I should every minute of every day, but it is my goal to, and it is my why to be here for you. So please feel free to say, hey, Mr. Legg, I need to see you. Hey, Mr. Legg, I need to talk with you. Hey, Mr. Legg, I need your attention. And as long as you approach me in that way, an acknowledgement of why I want to be here, I promise you, you will see that I'm here to serve you. And sometimes I need that direction, even from students. So please feel free to let me know if you're not getting what you need, or just if you need something in general. I'm here for you. So if you remember last year during our videos, the consistent message that I tried to provide was that these were weird and uncertain times for us all, and that it was really important that we find what we can learn in these times, in these difficult times. Otherwise, we will have wasted an opportunity. And really what we would do is take these times and define it by what we lost. Many of us have lost people we love, friends, family, whether that be COVID or through some other tragedy. Many of us have lost great experiences that we were looking forward to, a program, a vacation, time with our family and friends. And those are all very important things that we need to remember, hopefully, things that we can grow from. Um, but we also do not want to define this time strictly by what we lost. So let's also take this time to figure out what we could have learned. So I'm going to give you a minute and I want you to think about why you are here. So I'm actually literally going to play some music and give you some time to think here for a second about why you are here.
Baby, while we're young, I think we should do something crazy.
All right. Now, teachers, I want you to share with your students, why are you here? And you only have about 30 seconds, but please let them know, why are you here? All right. So thank you for taking the time to do that. So next, we're going to go fist of five. And when I say fist of five, what that means is I want you to answer this question by raising your hand. Hopefully, everyone in the class will do this. And just on a scale of 1 to 5, answer these following questions. And I'll read them out loud. Again, I hope you will all participate. So a 0 is a big no, a 5 is a big yes, a 3 is a average yeah, and everywhere in between. I think you can do this. So first question, how much do I want to be here at DMLK this year? Give us a fist of 5. Tell us on a scale of 0 to 5, how much do you want to be here at DMLK this year? All right. How much is my mind prepared for this year? From 0 to 5. Raise your fists. Let us know. How much is my mind prepared for this year? All right. How much is my heart prepared for this year? Fist of 5. 0 to 5. And lastly, can I commit to being the best I can be? On a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being a fist, 5 being 5 fingers, can I commit to being the best I can be? How true do you feel that is? So I want you to know I'm not trying to trick you in answering these questions. I'm not trying to get you to share anything that you don't want to share. That's not the goal at all. Um, what I want you to do is I'm letting you know you have the power to be aware and mindful of how you feel. I think that is an awesome thing about this generation is so often we talk about um, talking about your anxiety or talking about your stress and how anxious and stressed you are. And we don't, sometimes we, complain like we don't understand why you're so anxious and so stressed. And I can tell you, it's actually very powerful to be aware of how you feel. And so if you are one of those people that feel these feelings often, yes, that may be a burden, but it's powerful to be aware of how you feel. I want you to be aware that you have the ability to share with others. So through a simple action such as fist to five, you can share how you're feeling, even without words. That you can connect with how others feel, even through a simple action as seeing others do fist to five. And I want you to realize that even in these weird, difficult, and uncertain times, you have some control over how you approach this time. If you know how you feel, if you can acknowledge it, then you can better approach how you're going to feel, or how you're going to approach how you feel when you feel it. So knowing how you feel is very important. Now, some of you may have participated in this, some of you may have not. Some of you, uh, whether regardless of the reason you chose to participate, or whether participating made you feel some type of way, want to make sure, as I said at the beginning of the year, to be easy on yourself and to realize that you have support here at Martin Luther King. So if you go to this bit.ly, DMLK support, you can speak to anyone in our mental health team, whether it be social workers, psychologists, deans, or school counselor, and seek the help that you may need, maybe that you don't know you don't need. But if you struggled with this activity, if you struggled to get a hold of your feelings, if you struggled with sharing this, or if you just didn't want to participate at all because you felt some type of way, and maybe you didn't realize you felt some type of way, please go to this bit.ly and make a request to see someone. Now, keep in mind, schedule changes are due this Friday. They will only be submitted online. If you have come in to see us, hopefully it was because of something we did for you before, maybe prior to the school year, or because of a mistake. Keep in mind, we are going to schedule you not only to graduate, but to allow you to explore and build skills that help you after you graduate. That means you may remain in a hard class or in a class that you don't like, but that could benefit you long term if you choose to engage. So that's a choice. Sometimes you need to be in ROTC to learn about structure, leadership, or discipline, even if you don't like the other pieces of it. Sometimes in engineering, you need to learn the math skills, the habit of mind, the organization of how you solve a problem. Maybe you don't like the other aspects of it. So think about what you can learn. And if you have to stay in something because we may not have an ability to make a move for you, these are requests. What can you learn? Remember, deadline is this Friday. You have to use the form, the link below, DMLK HS change form. And if you do not complete the form by then, we will not be able to help you unless there's a mistake or you're within our college withdrawal deadlines for our college classes, otherwise referred to as CE classes. This is what the form looks like. Again, this is the link, DMLK HS change form. It's a bit.ly. And for the last minutes of our class, teachers, I'm going to ask for you to explain a time where you had to stick with something that you did not want or like, and how you chose to learn from that experience, or maybe just how you ended up learning from that experience. So maybe you didn't try to learn from that experience.